I said, how you mad at us because you messing with dude with big boots? Oh my God, I should have never said that. At that point, Hershey stopped talking to me. She was like, I'm over you. Don't talk about my man and his big boots. So she's like, no, I know people who work with the flu all the time. You could work through it. Nobody told you to go home. You could stay and work. So I'm like, respectfully, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to the hospital. She's basically telling me, oh, I wouldn't advise you to do that if I was you. Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if you're not new here, hey girl, hey, how you doing? How you been? Where you from? Where you at? So I'm in this nice little park. I come here every day literally to clear my mind, talk to God. I do my Bible study here and I go on my walks here. I do 45-minute walks. Make sure I get my 10,000 steps. No, I don't get the 10,000 steps in the 45 minutes. I split it up twice a day, right? But we're not here to talk about that. So we're gonna get into a story time. But before we do that, I know y'all want the series about the ex-fiance. Right now, I feel like it's too recent. Your girl is free from behind them bars, and I'm not trying to go back by even saying the wrong thing. So we're gonna let that blow over for a while, and then we'll get into it one day or another. But I feel like right now is not the time, okay? Number two, I know y'all want me to start my business again, but honestly, y'all, I need product. Like, I need to invest in the business. I need at least like 2,000, feel me? The prices of everything done went up. I'm out of shea butter, mango butter, especially all of the oils. The oils is the most money. I'm out of a lot of things, okay? I have a lot of things, but I'm also out of a lot of things. So I'm trying to just do this YouTube thing, get what I need to get, you know what I'm saying? And then one day or another, we are going to open a business. I don't think it will be this year. So that's with that, okay? Another update, I did get a call back from the job that I was waiting on, and yeah, rejection is my protection. So I really feel like God is just telling me, Charisma, why you keep trying to work for people when I gave you this platform? I gave you this talent. You do your story times really well. You really got a story to tell. Just tell him. I really felt like that's why he really set me down, because this is what he really wanted me to do. So I'm going to just listen to him and continue to do this, and I hope everything goes well. So for this story time, we're going to be talking about the recent warehouse that I worked at, y'all. It was such a hostile environment. Even with me being a changed person, it was still a little bit too much for me, but I neglected my feelings for some money, and it did not go well. But I met a person there. We're going to get into her too. Let's get into it. So I worked at this recent warehouse. I'm not going to really say the name of the warehouse. If you go back to my old story times, you probably know exactly which warehouse I'm talking about. In 2018, when my mom was here, she worked at this warehouse. She got into it with one of the supervisors, and for some reason, the supervisor remembers me. I guess because me and my mom look just alike. So she basically was taking out all her frustration on me when I went to work there after the fact, feel me? So it was just a whole lot of drama. She was targeting me, stuff like that. So when this temp service told me, I'm going to send you to this warehouse, I asked him, can you please send me to the other building? Because I don't want to deal with this lady. We just going to call her Chrissy. I don't want to deal with this lady. I just want a smooth sailing ship. Mind you, I was on a weekend shift. It was Friday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. That was the best schedule that I could come up with, so I could basically still take care of my kids and not be gone all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Everything was going straight. I started the warehouse job. When we walked into the building, we had to do a tour. We had to do our orientation. And even though I told them to send me to the other building because I didn't want to work with Chrissy, come to find out, Chrissy had moved from the other building and she had started being a supervisor in this building. So I still had to deal with her, right? How God work, right? So boom, we doing the tour. It's me and 13 other people doing the tour. So as we doing the tour or whatever, I see Chrissy. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. But I'm not trying to be negative because, you know, I'm trying to be a changed person. You know, my energy high, my spirit high. I'm smiling, you know, everything good. Happy I got the job. And then, mind you, when I was working there back then, it was like $10. Like now, they was paying $18.43 an hour. So I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get this money, about to get this money. Like, that's really all I was thinking about. We do the tour. We see Chrissy. She introduced herself to all of the new hires. She give them all handshakes. She gets to me. She's like, oh, I know you. And I'm like, yeah, I remember you. You know, no handshake, no nothing. So she goes over to the training lady, and she tells her, the 13 highest that you have here, because mind you, I'm number 14. She's like the 13 highest. We gonna keep them downstairs right here in my apartment. But Charisma, I want her to go upstairs. I don't want to work with her. Mind you, I hear her saying these things, and I'm just like, why you don't want to work with me? Like, you still bitter over something that happened between you and my mother back in 2018. My mother don't even live out here no more. Like, why is you still even remembering me for that? Feel me? That happened. I seen the shade. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I don't even care. So, boom. The trainer, she dropped all the new people off with her, and she sends me upstairs, which upstairs is Chrissy's department as well. So I go upstairs or whatever, and while we in the staircase, the trainer stops me. She's like, Charisma, let me ask you a question. So I'm like, what happened? She's like, what's the issue between you and Chrissy? I'm like, what you mean? She was like, Chrissy was saying how she don't want to work with you. She don't really like you like that. And I was like, why would she say that? Like, I never did nothing to her. She was like, something must have happened in the past. Did you used to work here before? So I basically told her about the story that happened between Chrissy and my mom back in 2018. So the trainer was like, that's mad petty. Like, won't she just let that go? I don't know, girl, but she don't want to work with you. She want to send you upstairs. Like, she basically don't want to see you. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, at that point, y'all, I really should have just walked out. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I really need the job. I really need the money. Like, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm not gonna give her no problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give her the same energy that she giving me, even though, you know, she giving that she a bad person. And then it's crazy because she walk around a warehouse all day and she tell people she's this holy woman, she's God favorite and all of that stuff. But it was like the way she was treating me and stuff. So it was kind of weird. I go upstairs or whatever. I already knew this warehouse, so I already knew what to do. So I learned real fast. I literally learned in like 7 minutes how to do the job that I was told to do. So I'm doing it. I'm running through it. I got a nice production on a scanner. Like, I'm running through this. I know what I'm doing. I'm keeping myself busy. I'm making sure I come back early from my breaks. I'm making sure, you know, I don't get, you know, a lot of friends, be in the mix, be in the drama. I'm just doing what I'm doing. Y'all, I showed up there every single day on time. I didn't leave early. I was in there, feel me? So a couple of days in, I see this girl. She like a light-skinned girl, whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, she looked kind of mean, but it was something about her that was pulling me to her. I'm like, this girl reminds me of my older self, like the one I just worked on, you know, the little toxic one. I said, she kind of reminds me of my older self. She was a light-skinned girl, you know, nice build or whatever. She really wasn't talking to people. Me and her was basically on the same time doing our job and then getting up out of there. So one day the girl comes up to me. She's like, what's your name? You look mean. So I said, girl, what's your name? You look mean too. She was like, you know, I don't really be fooling with these people. I said, girl, me either. Boom, clicked up. We was friends just like that. Now, the girl, she was there like 3 weeks before I was, so she knew more people than I did, feel me? In this warehouse, it was like these girls wasn't coming to work to get money. Like, these girls was coming to work to get smashed, to get crushed, feel me? They was like really lustful, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang, y'all really coming to work to get smashed, coming to find men? I'm really here just to get this bag, pay off these credit cards, get these pay stubs, and move. That was my plan all along. We gonna call the girl Ebony, right? So me and Ebony, we got cool or whatever. Lunch break, we started sitting together. I noticed it was another girl there. She was a dark-skinned girl. We gonna call her Hershey. Ebony and Hershey, they was talking before I even got there. But respectfully, Ebony still sat with Hershey. She was still her friend or whatever like that. It wasn't nothing like that. She introduced me to Hershey. I decided, you know, I'm gonna really keep my distance. I say my hi and bye. But Hershey wasn't in our age range. Like, Ebony is 34, I'm 31, and Hershey was 19. So Hershey was the talk of this warehouse. They used to call her the warehouse whore and stuff like that, and I really couldn't understand it. So as I'm getting to know Hershey, I found out she 19. She done messed with like 5 different men in this warehouse. She's hot in the A, and she just have a newborn baby, and she lived with the baby father's mother. But her and the baby father's not together. I don't know where her family is. I didn't ask that. I didn't really care. Ebony is talking to this guy. Hershey is talking to this other guy. So it was this one guy who started. He started, and Hershey had to train him. So Hershey went home when we was clocking out or whatever. Hershey went home, and my car was parked next to hers, but I didn't even know that was her car. So I get in the car and I see the new hire that just started that day in the passenger seat of Hershey's car. So I'm in my head questioning it, but at the same time, it's not my business. So I don't have really nothing to say. So the next day, whatever, Hershey and the boy, they come in like an hour late. So me, Ebony, and Hershey, we sitting there on lunch break the next day, and Ebony is just running her mouth about how she went home with the dude, how she smashed the dude in his house, about how he gonna be her second baby daddy, how they gonna get married, how he an eater, he do this, he do that. And we like, girl, like, you just met him yesterday. Like, do you even know his favorite color? Like, girl, calm down. Like, you a little hot in the A. You know, you 19, but you know, I couldn't judge because at 19, I was hot in the A too. So I was like, girl, do your thing, but keep your business to yourself, because everybody here is talking about you. And I don't think you want that smoke, because, like, these people was lethal. Like, they really going around dragging her. So at this point, me and Ebony talking or whatever, Hershey is basically telling Ebony, like, oh, so you gonna go and get a new friend, you gonna get her as a new friend, and you gonna neglect me, like, you barely even talk to me like that anymore. So she's like, first of all, the supervisor, Chrissy, don't like me. I never met the lady in my life. This is what Ebony telling Hershey. I never met the lady in my life. This lady sent me upstairs, and I basically don't really be on the same breaks as you anymore, because basically I work upstairs. So me and Charisma be going to breaks together. So she basically coming at me like, oh yeah, she basically coming at Ebony like, oh yeah, you got a new friend. I'm not feeling that, blah, 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 blah. Like, she going off. So I'm just looking at her. I'm like, girl, don't nobody want to take your friend. Like, what are you talking about? So Ebony, like, first of all, girl, we not really even in the same age range. Like, I'm trying to put you on game, tell you how stuff go, and you just out here giving it out. Like, you just, girl, that wham in a circle, like, you just giving it out. Hershey didn't like that. She did not like what Ebony said. So they basically, you could tell it was a lot of tension, because Hershey stopped sitting with us. Hershey stopped talking to us. And then it was crazy because the guy that Ebony was talking to, Hershey then started to try to get with that guy. And it was very evident. It was very clear what was going on. And I was telling myself, I do not want to be in a drama. I don't want to be in a drama at all. So I slowly started backing up. You know, I started coming to break a little late, because I'm like, I don't want no drama. I'm not doing none of that. Mind you, I don't know why. I don't know if it's my energy or my aura, but everybody in the warehouse thought that I was a lesbian. Like, I don't know why. Maybe because when the guys would try to talk to me, I wouldn't talk to them. I would always wear baggy sweatpants. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I was always looking at the females, because that's just what I do. Like, oh, she got a nice body. Like, oh, okay, she T, like, body T, like, you know, stuff like that. But I'm not looking for nobody. Like, I just got out of a relationship. I'm really loving on me. I'm really focusing on me. So I noticed the girls, they used to try to talk to me and stuff, and I'm like, girl, no, I'm not munching on no cat. I'm good. Like, I don't even like Spartanburg girls. Like, I don't know what's up with y'all, but I'm just not with it. At this time, the supervisor, Chrissy, she starts seeing that me and Ebony is cool. Feel me? So now she start playing divide and conquer. So every time she see us working upstairs, Chrissy come upstairs. She was a real big fat lady too. No shade. But she was a real big fat lady. She would come upstairs. She would tell Ebony, like, oh, go work over there. I don't want you working over here. Go work over there. Go do this. Go do that. And Ebony would be like, why? What's the problem? Like, I'm doing my job. Like, what's really going on? And she'll be like, oh, you talking back? Oh, you talking back? You doing this? You doing that? So I already seen, like, girl, it's because of me. She don't like me. I don't know why she don't like you, but she don't like me for some odd reason. All of that happened or whatever. Ebony, she started getting upset. I'm not gonna lie, she did start talking back and stuff like that. And Chrissy was basically telling her, like, girl, you a temp. Like, you not hired on. You think you bigger than the program, girl? Like, you gonna do what I say because I'm the supervisor. Like, you got an issue with it, handle it with me because I'm the supervisor. She was just coming at her face crazy. So this day I had came in and I'm at the team meeting in the morning. Mind you, I'm telling you, I come in every day on time. I make sure I do my thing. Mind you, this was like my 4th week. So I'm in there now and everything going great. We go to the meeting. So the lead, she starts saying the meeting, and she's like, oh yeah, and I want y'all to give a round of applause for Charisma, because she's the only one in this department that has perfect attendance since she been here. Like, her work ethic, like, she hyping me up. I'm talking about she hyping me up. So I'm like, yeah, like, perfect attendance. Like, I never really had perfect attendance doing nothing. So I was like, yeah, I'm hype about it, you know. Everybody clapping for me, everybody proud of me. And Chrissy comes over, she's like, so you only gonna mention her? Why you not mentioning the other people? She not that important, da 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 da. I'm just like, girl, what's wrong? Like, girl, you hating on my perfect attendance? Like, I don't even know what was going on. Like, I was just so confused. I'm like, yo, this is the devil for real. This is really the devil. Like, I don't understand. During that day or whatever, lunch break come, we see Hershey. She arguing with people. It was this pregnant girl she was arguing with. Come to find out, they was messing with the same dude. The pregnant girl, she had her man at home, but she was in there hunching on the dudes at the job. The pregnant girl had the nerve to tell me she came from Virginia. She used to live in Virginia or whatever. She came from Virginia. She got 4 kids, 4 baby daddies. And she was basically telling me, like, she be messing with this Jamaican dude, and he be hitting the baby on the head when they be doing stuff. And I was just like, oh my God, this is crazy. Did she just say he hitting the baby on the head with his ding-a-ling? Like, what is going on in this warehouse? This girl was big pregnant too. I know she used to be wearing these skinny, skimpy, like, tight shorts and stuff like that. And I used to be like, why is she, you know what, let me mind my business. It don't got nothing to do with me. So she used to basically be telling, you know, Ebony and, what's her name? Ebony and Hershey, you know, how to get the guys, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. During her saying all of that, we found out that Hershey was messing with the same Jamaican dude as the pregnant girl. And the pregnant girl, she wasn't feeling that. So she was like, girl, if you want him, I could just give him to you. It's not that serious, because you can't bag no guys that I could bag, blah, blah, blah. Like, she was really talking hot stuff. I guess because she thought she was light-skinned and she was getting it. And Hershey, that's why I call her Hershey. She was a dark-skinned, chocolate, beautiful girl. I'm talking about, she was beautiful. And I used to tell her, I used to try to speak life into her. Girl, you are beautiful. You do not have to give it out, okay? Like, I wish somebody would have told me this at 19. Like, girl, you don't even got to give yourself away like that. Like, protect your peace, protect your womb, girl, protect your coochie, okay? I wish somebody would have really told me that. So I'm speaking, as everybody talking down on her, saying what type of hoe she is, she do this, she do that. I'm speaking life into the girl. Listen, Hershey, boo, I know you feel some type of way because me and Ebony friends and I came after, and you feel like your friendship is ruined or whatever like that. But it's not like that. I'm not trying to take your friend away. We just work in the same department. The girl is cool. Like, I grew to really love Ebony. Me and Ebony still talk to this day. Feel me? It be kind of rocky a little bit because she be mentally going through it. That's why I'm saying she reminds me so much of my older self. She go through it with her own family. Her mother, they all treat her different. They treat her kids different. Like, I done heard the cries, the pleas. I done been there, seen it, witnessed it. I done went to the girl house. We done hung out. Like, we talk on the phone every time. Like, it is what it is. Feel me? Before all of that, they was arguing because they basically was messing with the same dude, and the pregnant girl wasn't with it. So now she started going around the warehouse. The pregnant girl, let's give her name Kate. So Kate started going around the warehouse or whatever, saying how she is a hoe, and she this, and this the 5th guy that she been messing with, and how she took the new guy home and did it with him and all of this stuff. Mind you, Hershey told us herself that she took this new guy home, well, went to his house, and they did something, right? Yeah, so like I was saying, the little boy who was riding the bike, he just gave me a whole interview. What's your name? What's your birthday? Where you live? You got kids? So, back to the story. Hershey must have forgot that she came to work and told us that she gave it out to this dude, and he just started. Mind you, this dude had on an ankle monitor. He had these big boots on. They was folded up. He looked really bad. And she tried to tell us, yeah, he got his own spot, and he got this, and he got, girl, he ain't got his own spot. He wear the same thing every day. Something is off. You didn't even get to know this man before giving it out. But did I judge her? No. Did I tell her this? No, absolutely not. Like I said, she must have forgot that she told us that she gave it out to this dude. So the pregnant girl started going around. Kate started going around telling the whole warehouse how she gave it up to this dude. feel me? So everybody making fun of the dude, talking about his shoes mad big, he got on an ankle monitor, this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna lie, one day the dude, I'm sitting there on break, he comes and he lays like right where I'm at, and I'm like, what is he doing? And he like, you good, boo, you good, boo. Hershey immediately got mad at me. I did not talk to the dude, I did not want the dude, I was just answering his question. I said, I'm good, I got up and I moved. I respect your relationship, your situationship, or whatever you got like that. I don't want dude, like, I don't understand, like, these men will really like try to ruin friendships, even though the girl wasn't my friend. But even if we was trying to be friends, he could have never made it, because Hershey was always mad when somebody talks to him or he talks to somebody, feel me? In that moment, Hershey starts arguing with Kate, and she's like, girl, I did not even sleep with him, what are you talking about? Like, he never even seen my punani, like, you tripping. So me and Ebony look at each other, we like, but Hershey, you literally just came here and you said that you drove him home, you spent the night with him, y'all did the do, that's why y'all both came an hour late, you had his sweats on because you didn't have changing clothes at his house, you literally told us all of this. Hershey started dogging us out, telling us how we liars, we lying on her name, she never said that. Girl, so we just making up the story? You telling me we just making up the story? So we just made up the fact that you slept with this dude. This is what you told us out your own mouth. Like, what are you talking about? I say, how you mad at us because you messing with dude with big boots? Oh my God, I should have never said that. At that point, Hershey stopped talking to me. She was like, I'm over you. Don't talk about my man and his big boots, like this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, cool. Ebony was like, you know what? We're just going to stay away from Hershey because we not her age range anyway, and we not in this warehouse just giving it out. So let her just give it out and do what she need to do. So Hershey started hanging out with this other hot coochie girl. Now they both just giving it out. And I'm just like, oh my God, she is too beautiful for this. Like, she needs to know, like, girl, you don't need to do this. Like, girl, stop. You got a 1-year-old daughter. Like, you got to set an example. Like, girl, I wish somebody would have told me this when I was young. Like, I really wish I would have had that guidance. And I was over there trying to save the girl life. But she got to learn her lesson. She got to learn the hard way. And I'm all for it. Feel what I'm saying? I can't try to convince her to do it. Don't matter what I say, she gonna do whatever she want to do. So she just getting worse and worse by the day. Me and Ebony, we just minding our business. This is where it all went down. Before I was working there, Ebony, she was in the back with these older ladies. Now the older ladies at these warehouses, they be wanting the younger dudes. The younger dudes don't be wanting them. They was very threatened by Ebony. So these older ladies, they started doing stuff to her, moving her work, little nitpicking stuff. So Ebony stated that one day she had a breakdown back there. She was crying. She was asking them basically, you know, can you just move my location? Because these ladies, they keep picking on me. And I don't disrespect my elders. So I really don't know what to do. Like, I don't want to be in this mess. Chrissy, which is our supervisor, she moved her upstairs to where I was. That's how I met Ebony. So we working one day. Mind you, the whole warehouse is shut down. Only our department, which is returns, is open. So me and Ebony is working. It's a lot of, I don't want to sound crazy, but it's a lot of Indians that work there, right? For some reason, they don't like us. I don't know why. I don't know how. So it's me, it's Ebony, and it's Kate. Kate is the pregnant one. We all working in this department with all of the Indians. Now, the Indians, they send us over there with the Indians. This is not our regular department because normally we upstairs, but everything is shut down for maintenance, and we the only ones in the building for the 12.5 hours. So they basically teach us how to do the job real quick. We moving the stuff, putting it in the gates. We doing what we need to do. For some reason, the Indians, they didn't want to work with us. They kept complaining, oh, don't drag the box over here. Don't do this. I want y'all to do it my way. They way wasn't smart. You picking up one shoe box at a time, walking all the way over there. We just dragged the box to the gate. Boom, boom, boom. We done. We was busting down our pallets so fast. And they was getting mad at us. They was like, y'all need to stop working fast because if y'all keep working fast, they're going to try to send us to the back. I'm not going to the back. That's what the Indians is telling us. And I'm like, girl, we not trying to move fast. I'm just staying busy. Like, I'm just working. So at this point, it was so crazy because me and Ebony did not speak this morning, but for some reason, we both had on all gray sweatpants and a gray shirt. I don't know how. This was a coincidence, okay? So while we working there, the pregnant lady, she stands up, she gets a box, she rips it, and she's fanning her face because she the only one who could sit down because she pregnant. We all had to stand. So she get up out her seat, she fanning her face. She like, oh my God, these Indians stink, like this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. So the lead come over there, and the lead like, you cannot say that. That's discrimination. It's basically... So I'm trying to explain to her, like, basically, they don't stink. It's what they eat. Like, I know that because I have went to the Indian restaurant and I have gotten Indian food. And, girl, I was smelling crazy. But they food is good. It's what they eat for real. They don't smell. So she's basically telling her it's discrimination. You cannot say that. You cannot do that. So she's like, oh, I wasn't talking about them. I'm just saying it's real hot. Girl, no, you didn't. You said it stink. You said they stink. Like, you going in on them for no reason. Then she started cursing them out, saying all this. She thought she could do whatever she wanted because she was hired on. She been there for 2 years, and she was pregnant. So she thought she could say and do whatever we want. Us, on the other hand, we temps. They could let us go any second of the day. They don't care. It's at will. They could fire you because they don't like your hair. They could fire you because you're ugly. They don't care. That's how it is in the South. It's at will. They can fire you at will for anything that you do. You don't have to do anything. So at this point, Chrissy comes over and she's like, Ebony, I want you to go to the back. Mind you, I told you, the older ladies back there was bullying her. They already made her cry, humiliated her, and everything. Ebony started getting emotional. She like, but why I have to go to the back? I didn't say nothing. I don't even know what you talking about. I didn't say nothing. So she's like, well, I want you to go to the back. And the lead is telling Ebony, come on, just go to the back. So Ebony's like, I'm not going to the back. That's not my job. I am sick of this. I'm sick of Chrissy targeting me. I'm sick of this every day. That's not my job. You know what? I'm quitting. I'm leaving. That's it. So I'm trying to talk Ebony down, like, please, girl, no, don't leave. Like, you know, you my only friend. Like, girl, don't leave. Like, girl, I'm telling you, just stay. Chrissy, Ebony, like, I cannot do it. You don't understand what I've been going through. Like, this lady keep targeting me. I didn't do nothing to her. I don't know what's wrong with her. Ebony, she walks out the building. She leaves. She quits. It is what it is. I'm still working. The pregnant girl, she's still there cursing them all out. And the supervisor, she comes, gets me. She's talking about, I need you to come to my office. We're going to have a meeting in the office. So I go to the office. She's basically like, yeah, the Indian people came to me. And because they had disappeared for a while. And we was like, where they at? But I didn't think too much of it. So she had came to me. She's like, did you curse out them Indian ladies and tell them that this is not your effing job? You're not doing this, da 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 da. I said, that wasn't me. She was like, they said the girl with the all gray. I said, respectfully, me and Ebony both had on all gray. It wasn't me who said that. And you was there when she said, that's not my effing job. I'm not doing it. So why, now that she's gone and you can't target her, now you trying to target me? I didn't understand. She's like, well, it sounds like something that you would say because I know the old version of you. I know when you used to work here. I know how your mouth was. Lady, people change. I didn't curse not one time. I'm not in drama. I'm here, perfect attendance. Like, I'm working. I have no issues with you. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, why do you keep targeting me? She's like, who's targeting you? Who's targeting you? They said the girl with the all gray. I said, and it wasn't me. You literally heard Ebony say that. So why do you think that it was me? She's like, okay, well, I'm going to tell your temp supervisor or whatever so they could deal with you. And I'm just like, what did I do? I'm like, this is crazy. So I go back over there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling kind of defeated, but I'm like, this the devil. She trying to make you quit. She trying to trick you, Charisma. Don't let her get to your bag. Keep getting your bag. Don't let her do you like that. So I'm trying to stay strong, but I'm kind of like breaking down. So I'm like, yo, this lady keeps talking to me like, I don't even know. Like, this is discrimination, bro. Like, I'm just gonna end. So the pregnant girl, she like, oh, what happened? So I'm telling her, I'm like, she's trying to say that I said this. She said, that wasn't you that said that. That was Ebony. And she was standing right there when Ebony said it. What is she talking about? I said, exactly. She said, well, girl, I'm hired on here. Let me go up there and vouch for you and talk for you because we don't need you getting fired behind a misunderstanding. So the girl, Kate, which is the pregnant girl, she go up there and she telling the supervisor, like, that wasn't Charisma who said that. And you know that wasn't her. Run the cameras back. You were standing right there when Ebony said that. And then she quit and walked out. She the one who said, this is not my effing job. I'm not doing this, da 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 da. After that, they got mad because Kate was speaking up for me. So then they targeted Kate. So then they went up there and they was like, oh, Kate said we stink. Kate said this. Kate said that. Only thing I didn't like about Kate is she knew that Ebony quit. So she said, I didn't say that they stink. That was Ebony who said it. Ebony did not say that. Whether she quit or not, I'm not gonna let you drag her name, bro. That was not her. So she comes to me, Kate come to me, she's like, girl, well, I just vouched for you and I told them the truth, so you need to go up there and you need to tell them that that was Ebony who said it. I said, respectfully, I get that you vouched for me, but I was telling the truth. You're actually lying. That wasn't Ebony that said that, and I'm not about to sit here and lie for you and get her, and they'll probably put her on a no rehire list or whatever. Like, you don't know what that girl is going through. Like, I'm not about to lie on my friend and say that she said that when that was you who said it. She like, you need to do it because I don't want them to fire me. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not doing it. Kate got mad at me. I mean, I would get mad at me too because she did just defend me and I didn't defend her. But you wanted me to defend you and lie. I needed you to defend me and tell the truth because you was a witness. You was right there. So they called me in the office and they was basically asking me, like, what happened with the Kate situation? Like, did she get up and say them people stink? I said, listen, y'all have cameras. Run the camera back. You will see her fanning her nose. You will see her cursing them out. You will see her doing all of this. That wasn't Ebony at all. Like, I don't even know what y'all talking about. So that day, I'm not gonna lie, when I went home, me and Ebony on the phone, and I told her what was going on. Like, girl, I know you quit, but they tried to get me to say that it was you that was saying that they stink and stuff. She was like, no, that wasn't me. No, she not about to drag me like that. I'm coming up there tomorrow. I'm gonna speak my piece. I know I quit, but I'm gonna speak my piece. And I'm like, girl, as you should, because you don't know in 5 years from now, you fall on hard times, you need to get back up in here to make you a quick buck. So, yeah, you need to speak your piece because I know that wasn't you. We all know that wasn't you, but she's trying to get us to say it was you. She said, just blame it on you because you already quit. I wasn't feeling that. That was my home girl. Like, Ebony's my home girl. I wasn't feeling that. Feel me? So she was like, okay, well, I'm going to come up there the next day or whatever. So she comes up there the next day. She basically speaks her piece or whatever. They wasn't trying to hear her out because she was a temp anyway. So they put her on a non-rehire list anyway. They told her to exit the building. They didn't really care. Kate, she got moved from our department. They moved her to the back. They really didn't want nothing to do with her, but they couldn't do nothing to her because she was already hired on. So now that Ebony is gone, she is now trying to talk back to me. Like, now you want to be my friend after you was just trying to go in on me just for saying this man had big boobs and just for saying, girl, you lying. You did tell us that y'all slept together. Now she trying to be my friend. She asking me, oh, how Ebony doing? And I'm just like, girl, you know how you and Ebony fell out. I'm not about to be telling you homegirl business. Like, I'm just not about to do that. So she starts talking, oh, well, I miss Ebony. Can you tell her I miss her and tell her I'm sorry? I said, respectfully, you got to tell her yourself. She like, I don't even have her number. So then that means y'all probably wasn't really that cool. Y'all probably wasn't really friends. You was probably just a coworker she sat with because, boo, I got her number. So she was trying to ask me, oh, can I give her the number? I'm like, I can't give you the number. Respectfully, I can't give you the number. So mind you, Ebony, she was still doing good. She left. She was starting college anyway soon. So she was like, yeah, I'm starting college soon. And I just started a part-time job. So I'm proud of Ebony. I'm like, yeah, you doing your thing, blah, blah, blah. So I'm still going to work on time, doing my own thing. Everything is good like that. I say about the 6th week, I went to go to work. And for some reason, I started like throwing up. I started like shaking. I started feeling like feverish. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't know why I'm feeling so feverish. So now I'm hunched over. I'm in pain. I'm like, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Mind you, it is flu season. They was giving out the flu shots and everything. And I told them respectfully, I don't want the flu shot because every time I take the flu shot, I get sick. And I wound up getting sick anyway. I had the flu. So at this point, all the leaves and everything, they see me like my eyes sucking in. I feel really bad. So I'm like, dang, I feel really bad. At this point, like I said, I'm crunched over. I'm basically staying in the bathroom. Mind you, it was this boy that we used to work with. He was 21 and I called him my work son. I was like, we called him ADHD because he used to run like real fast around the warehouse, and then he used to be like, yeah, I ain't take my medicine today. I gotta calm down. So I used to keep him on his level. He was a real cool dude, feel me? So I noticed that the day before he came to work and he was throwing up and he was sick and we were sitting together on break and everything, but I wasn't thinking nothing of it. So come to find out, he had the flu and he passed it to me, because now I'm in the bathroom, I'm throwing up, I can't even do my job. I'm sitting there weak. I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm about to pass out. So the leads and everything, they like, you have to go home. You cannot stay here sick. You cannot get everybody sick. Like, that's contagious. You need to go home. So the supervisor come from my temp. She's telling me, girl, you need to go home right now. You don't have no points. You allow up to 4 points. You don't have no points. All you're going to do is get a half a point for going home. And if you bring a doctor's note back, you're not going to even get the point. We're going to erase it. Okay, so they tell me to go tell the supervisor, Chrissy. I'm like, I already know how this go. So I go to Chrissy and I'm just, I'm bent over, holding my stomach, because now at this point, I got the shits too. I'm throwing up, got the shits, got the fever, I got all the symptoms. So I'm telling Chrissy, I'm like, yeah, I don't feel good. The leads is telling me, you know, go home. I think I got the flu. I think I'm gonna just go to the emergency room and see what's going on. So Chrissy, she's like, who told you you could go home? So I'm like, the leads, because, you know, if I got the flu, that meant this contagious. I caught it from homeboy, like, because my kids, they wasn't sick at the time. So she's like, no, I know people who work with the flu all the time. You could work through it. Nobody told you to go home. You could stay and work. So I'm like, respectfully, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to the hospital. So she's basically telling me, oh, I wouldn't advise you to do that if I was you. I said, respectfully, my health is more important. I'm going to come with a doctor's note. It is what it is. I leave. I go straight to the emergency room. Boom, got the flu. So now, at this point, I'm home. But when I left, it was Sunday. So we don't work no more until the next Friday. So at this time, it's Sunday. So I'm like, okay, cool. Get myself back together. Get myself good. Everything's straight. I'm feeling wonderful by that next Friday. So now it's time for me to go into work. So I'm like, okay, cool. I go into work. Everything is straight. I'm not feeling sick or nothing like that. This is when the devil started. So I get a call from the kids' school. Mind you, we're not even allowed to have our phones on the floor. Have to stay in the locker. So on my first break, which is 9:50, I check my phone. I got mad missed calls from the school. So I'm like, what's going on? I call the school. They like, yeah, when Blessing came in, she was feeling fine. Everything was going good. But now, you know, she's screaming. We gave her some Tylenol. We checked her ear. It looked like she got an ear infection. You have to come get her. So I'm like, damn, okay, cool. So I go to Chrissy. I'm like, listen, my daughter has an ear infection. I have to go pick her up. So she's like, you don't have nobody else that can pick her up? I said, sorry, I don't have a lot of family here that can actually do that. My family actually got jobs. Okay, like, nobody can go pick her up. People is at work. I have to leave. This is my child. I have to take my child to the emergency room. She's screaming in pain. The nurse is blowing up my phone. I have to take her. So she's like, oh, well, you just left last week for you being sick. Now you trying to tell me your daughter got an ear infection? Yes, my daughter has an ear infection. I have to go. So I leaves. I go. She give me the okay. I leave. I go. Mind you, you get up to 4 points. At this time, I have no points because I brought in the doctor's note from when I had the flu. So I'm like, okay, if I leave right now, I would just have half a point. So I would still have 3.5 points before they could even fire me. So I'm straight. So I thought. I go. I take my daughter to the emergency room. So they gave her medicine or whatever. I'm taking care of her. Mind you, is nobody to sit with her on Saturday. Is nobody to sit with her on Sunday. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use my points because I still have 3.5 points. If I call out Saturday and Sunday, then you know what I'm saying. And then on top of that, they told me just bring the doctor's note in for my daughter, you know, being sick. So I'm like, okay, cool. That next Friday get here, I go into work. Y'all, I'm fired. So I go to the supervisor for the temp. I'm like, why am I fired? She like, I don't know. Chrissy wanted to end your assignment. She said that she basically don't want you to work here. And I'm like, but why? Like, that's discrimination. Like, she like, you know, this is an at-will warehouse. They could really do whatever they want to do for real. And I'm just like, but I had the doctor's note. My child was sick. Like, my child come first. Mind you, Chrissy got a set of twins. And every time something happened to them, she's running out the warehouse and going home. But I guess she don't care because she's a supervisor. So she's just like, she could do what she want to do. But I'm just like, this is crazy how these warehouses really don't care about you. Like, they don't care about what you got going on. They don't care if you a single parent. They don't care if you get sick. All you are is a body to them. Despite my perfect attendance, despite my work ethic, despite me following every rule, even if I didn't want to go to that department, you said, go here. I went. Go here. I went. So she got rid of Ebony. She got rid of me. I was just like, yo, this lady is, oh my God, I can't believe her. Like, how dare she do that? How dare she do that? I just can't believe her. Like, so at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm fired. It is what it is. I just go find something else. By the time I went to find something else, I had what I had on my background that said pending. So it was slow for me. Like, this is the job that was keeping me safe because they already did the background check before all of this even happened. So I'm like, dang, bro. So now at that point, I was just unemployed. I was like, dang, okay, so we gonna do a little couple Instacarts, see what it do. Did a couple Instacarts, did a couple Ubers, then the background check came from the Uber, kicked me off. I'm like, dang, God just, he just like, snatchies, 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 snatchies. I told you to get back on YouTube. You're not listening to me. Snatchies, snatchies. I told you stop working for them folks. Snatchies, snatchies. I'm like, okay. He will take everything. He will literally strip everything from you when you don't listen to what he wants you to do. And I learned that the hard way. What's that? I learned that the hard way, girl. But I don't know. I guess the rejection was my protection because it was such a hostile work environment anyway. It was so much going on. I don't think I would ever work in another warehouse. I just don't like the environments. I don't like the fact that we trapped in a warehouse all day. It gives a slave shop, a sweatshop. We don't get to see no sunlight. There's no windows. We don't know what time of day it is. It's so strict. Like, I was just like, dang, I was doing so good. And because I caught the flu, you got mad at me. And then my daughter caught the ear infection and I had no babysitter for that weekend to hold her. You got mad at me. And it's like, I didn't point out. I still had 1.5 points left. Why would you just end my assignment? Like, girl, it's hard out here to find jobs. And you know that. Why would you just do me like that, Chrissy? Like, whatever you and my mother had going on in 2018, boo, you got to let that go. You walk around this warehouse saying you so God-favored and God don't play about you and God this and God that. But yet, you sitting here playing with his real favorite. Like, why are you playing with me? Why are you trying to stop my bag? I just don't understand it. But I guess God gonna handle her one day. Because after I left, I heard that something happened with her feet. And she had to get multiple surgeries and she's now out of work. Yeah, Chrissy, you see how God don't play? You see how God don't play? You got rid of Ebony, then you got rid of me. I just don't understand. And from the very beginning with the, I don't want to work with her, send her upstairs. So you're going to keep all these new hires and send me upstairs. I was like, cool, I don't have to see her then, it's cool, like, it doesn't matter. And then she started telling me, don't come to my team meetings, go upstairs to theirs. I'm like, that's not my department. This is my department right here. I don't care, go upstairs to theirs. Okay. She was just so mean to me, y'all. And I'm like, I'm a good person. Yes, I may have done bad things sometime in life, but overall, I'm still a good person. And I deserve to be treated like a good person. And I don't feel like I got a fair chance. I don't feel like I got a fair shot. And I'm tired of telling y'all, these people in Spartanburg don't like me. They don't like my energy. It's like I walk in the room and everybody get mad. Like, they don't like the light within me. They don't like, even when they putting me through bad situations, I still prosper. Like, they don't like that. Let me not get emotional, because, girl, but yeah, that's the end of the video. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video.